Quitters never win. And when you slip and you start to slide, with every breath that you have inside, don't give up. No, don't give up. You wanna reach where the air is red. In your heart just sing. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Oh yeah. Whoa, whoa. I see them smirking all day long with the big gun and they move it long. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. How I dress, how I comb my hair. What's the price of the clothes I wear? Negative people, negative people. Great minds discuss ideas I learn from small. Small minds discuss people all day, that's all. So when they pound all day and they disrespect, they just exposing the size of their intellect. Tell them, you could this, you could jump in me, hit me with your negativity. I won't give up, no, won't give up. You only fail when you fail to try. So though the dance rolling, winners never quit, quitters never win. So when you feel that you reach the brink, when the man tries swim or sink, don't give up, no, don't give up. I wanna reach when the air is red. So once my heart beats, winners never quit and quitters never win. Long ago when I started to sing, in my ears all I kept hearing was negative people, oh gosh, negative people. And even though I earned my place, behind some of them smiling face, negative people, oh gosh, negative people. Just to reach the top, me back they would stab, trying to pull me down like them barrel crab, pretending them is friend, but I must admit, I just don't have no time for no hypocrite. So no matter what you say or do, all I say is shoot by shoot. I won't give up, no, won't give up. You only fail when you fail to try. So don't dare wax they spin. Winners never quit, quitters never win. So no matter all the talk they talk, champions rise when haters walk. Don't give up, don't give up. No matter how they pull me down, I only keep rising. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Yeah, man. So when you feel that you're on your last, some may say the die is cast. Don't give up, no, don't give up. You only fail when you fail to try. Grow a tougher skin. Winners never quit, quitters never win. So even when I reach the edge and I my fingertips, I grasp the ledge. I won't give up, no, won't give up. I wanna reach where the air is red, hear the angels sing. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Oh yeah. No, no, no.
This man say, attack with full force. I like you to sit back, relax, put your hand together as I make room for Wayne Head, better known as Watchman. Attack with full force.
I've been accused of being a traitor. They say it's I who caused Abu Bakr to hijack the parliament and kick up them big boys in government. Because the first thing them fellas do after they stage the coup is to play all them calypso that was banned from the radio. But the ink ain't dry on the amnesty. The rulers talking censorship already. Either they bounce their head in the brawl, or they never had no sense to start with at all. Boy, hush your mouth and don't say a thing. Robbie and the boys might be listening. Well, if they are, they must realize that people still cussing that they survive. But I say if Baka did shoot them down this year, I'd have nobody to pong. With all the big talk and arrogance, they belittle them by making them drop their pants. Cause I hear as soon as the trousers fall, all the big boys in there turned out to be small. So who vex could vex? Tell the boss he lost. But once they maintain that course, then I'm attacking them with full force. Doomday, doomday.
What is hidden from the wise and the prudent will be revealed unto the babes and sucklings. Trinidad and Tobago starting this Monday from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. This Monday, join the most anticipated youth program on radio, Youths in Politics. Youth in Politics. This Monday, this new program will take you directly into the minds of youths of our nation as they say exactly what affects them and their suggestions and solutions. Get ready to hear the next generation of politicians, and it's all happening right here on the station that defends the nation. The Street 919 FM. This Monday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Youths in Politics. This Monday. Stay tuned. It's going to be big. Starting this Monday on the Street 919 FM.
Tony and
your behavior. Black man respect your neighbor. Black man love up your culture. Black man think how you future. Ah yeah. I don't know, man, why you're behaving like this. I don't know if this is a new kind of business. I'm not my cautious, but when I see something wrong, got to sing it in song. You only dizzy man inside the party. You only busy girl inside the party. But there's still love and honesty inside the party. So you better listen up carefully. Black man, you've got to love a black woman. Oh yes, black woman, you just got to respect the black man. I tell you no more confusion, ease up the tension inside the nation. I tell you no racialism, no degradation, build a foundation. What you got to do, black man, you got to love a black woman. Black woman, you just got to respect the black man. change up the system and head for a positive direction. You only sicky man inside the party, and you only talky girl inside the party. But there's little faith and charity inside the party. We must stop this insanity. Black man, you've got to love a black woman. Yes, black woman, you just got to respect the black man. I tell you, no more confusion, ease up the tension inside the nation. I tell you, no racialism, no degradation, build a foundation. What we got to do, black man, you've got to love a black woman. Oh yes, black woman, you just got to respect the black man. Up your frustration and look for a more peaceful solution. You only nasty man inside the party. Oh, and you only petty girl inside the party. Morality fading away in this society. It's only hatred and indecency. So black man, you got to love a black woman. Just got to respect the black man. I tell you, no more confusion, ease up the tension inside the nation. I tell you, no racialism, no degradation, build a foundation. What we got to do, black man, you got to love a black woman. Oh yes, black woman, you just got to respect the black man. Say wait till tomorrow. We must pool our resources inside the party, and we should share our knowledge inside the party. Expose con artists working inside the party, and project peace, love and unity. So black man, you got to love a black woman. Black woman, you just got to respect the black man. I tell you, no more confusion, ease up the tension inside the nation. I tell you, no racialism, no degradation, build a foundation. What you got to do, black man, you got to love a black woman. Hey, black woman, you just got to respect the black man. Black man, I'm warning you. Black man, I'm begging you. Black man, I'm telling you. Black man, I'm beseeching you. Black man, please listen to me. Black man, think positively. Black man, give more charity. Black man, ease up poverty. Black man, I warning you. Black man, I begging you. Black man, I beseech you. Black man, I telling you. Black man, watch your behavior. Black man, respect your neighbor.
What is hidden from the wise and the prudent will be revealed unto the babes and sucklings. Trinidad and Tobago, starting this Monday from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. This Monday. Join the most anticipated youth program on radio. Youths in Politics. Youth in Politics. This Monday, this new program will take you directly into the minds of youths of our nation as they say exactly what affects them and their suggestions and solutions. Get ready to hear the next generation of politicians, and it's all happening right here on the station that defends the nation. The Street 919 FM. This Monday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Youths in Politics. This Monday. Stay tuned. It's going to be big. Starting this Monday on the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah.
Hey, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. How are you guys going? It's Thursday. Thursday. Some people say this the day before the weekend. Some people start to behave as though it's weekend already on a Thursday.
But the key to success is working hard.
But it's Thursday the 25th.
Our country we must have regard.
Tuesday the 25th of
Forget all your differences, let we stop.
June.
And onward to progress we surely will.
And it's sort of overcast
Than ever we
Tuesday, but we know that the overcast isn't necessarily rain.
and product
We still have this
to build
residue of
strong and better nation.
Sahara dust
I say
in the atmosphere.
this is the main foundation.
But again, it's still a beautiful Thursday,
Come, let us work hand in hand.
beautiful Thursday.
Our land.
And remember, this Thursday on Iowa Stage today, we have Pan on Iowa Stage, and it's something that you can't afford to miss. We have the Twins on Iowa Stage this Thursday. You can't afford to miss it. If you have been enjoying all the Pan music so far and all the good,
So much of things that we need to see about.
all the good response that you have been getting so far from the Iowa Stage. One man yesterday started a campaign on saying that Iowa Stage should deserve a national award. And I know a lot of people agree with him yesterday. And a lot of people are asking that, we lobby for it, find out how we can recommend that the boss, Neil Iowa George, get a national award. And it's something that you can look into. It's something that I think we can research and find out more about. But you have to be the ones that is going to continue to make Iowa Stage a success by logging on YouTube, Iowa TV, making your contributions and also spreading the word around. So when you go onto Iowa TV, you select on subscribe and you'll be a part of it. Come back after this break.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Time. It waits for no one. Now is the time to transform our economy. Now is the time to get our nation back to work and create 50,000 sustainable jobs. This Thursday night, our economy is on the ballot live. The United National Congress virtual campaign live. This Thursday night, log on, tune in to the political leaders' plan to jumpstart the economy. This Thursday night, on the ballot live on this station, live, 7:30 p.m. Now is the time to create 50,000 sustainable jobs. Visit uncplan2020.com. Now is the time.
Join us as we prepare to get TNT working again.
This Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. The United National Congress virtual campaign live. Now is the time.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
I'm Charlene Hendrickson, 4 times National Calypso Queen of Trinidad and Tobago. And I am Lady Wonder, twice-time National Calypso Queen of Trinidad and Tobago. And guess what? On Friday, June 26th, we sisters will be on Iowa Stage live. Friday, June 26, 2020, 7 p.m. Tune in, Iowa Stage live. Not just one queen, but two queens. You're getting twice. So hear what? Bring your snacks. Yes. Bring your pledge. Bring your money. Bring everything and come. You will be entertained again. Past guys, so present guys. So you might be lucky to get a touch of something fresh. Where? Iowa Stage. The boss. You're in Soca Monarch International. Neil, Iowa, George. Iowa Stage. Sisters. Family.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
This is The Street, the all-new 919 FM.
By far, radio is still the best way to get more for your advertising dollar. Millions of people listen to radio every day. Why not advertise on radio? It's cheaper. It reaches the highest potential audience. It's time efficient and it works. Handpick the people you want to receive your advertising message. Advertise on The Street, 919 FM. The MFO service says...
Survey said... Number one answer.
We're the fastest growing radio station.
We are The Street, the new Street 919 FM.
So call us now to book your spots. 628-4531.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on The Street 919 FM. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Talk your talk, but we don't talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Lou have 6 children with Sam, but like neither of them cares a damn. They always fighting, cursing. How you expect those children to grow up if the parents their kids in a proper way and be proud of them in later days.
Think about the children.
Not later, but now.
Think about the children.
Not later, right now.
Think about the children.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Sam don't want to look for work at all. Every cent he had gamble take all. The children crying,
Mommy, we hungry.
but she
Going out to party.
leaving 6 little children all alone. Well, Sam, he gone to drink and roam. Where is the love, care and attention the children need? Betty Lou, you and Sam better take heed.
Think about the children.
Not later, but now.
Think about the children.
Not later, right now.
Think about the children. They could do better than that, I know. Cause Sam have a trade and she could sew. But they're not trying To make their life better.
for kids.
What about the future?
What kind of adults would they grow to be if they're not brought up properly? Lord, it's a burning shame. Betty Lou and Sam don't know how much they do in these children harm.
Think about the children.
Not later, but now.
Think about the children.
Not later, right now.
Think about the children. Think about the children.
You must.
Think about the children.
You must.
Think about the children.
The song says, think about the children. Mr. Merchant, and Mr. Merchant will be featured on Friday on Iowa Stage. Merchant, prolific. He was a prolific writer. He was really good from what I understand, and from getting the history of this man. He was one of the best calypso writers that our nation ever knew. And it's really good that we can feature Merchant on the Street 919 FM. And, you know, it's amazing how you can listen to some of these songs and get so much from it. You know, get so much from it. I see you have one here, Youth of the Nation. I wonder how this one goes. I'm taking this one, Trinidad and Tobago, the Youth of the Nation. Remember today, we have Nicole Huggins and Associates, and they are going to be coming on the Street 919 FM to give you some great information on health.
This is a friendly word of advice to the youths of the nation, and I would like very much if they pay close attention. Though you study hard for your education, you must be full of determination. Finding a job mightn't be so easy. Don't talk about the stumbling blocks you might meet up daily, but you can't give up. No, you can't give up. For your country needs you now. So failure you must not allow. Hold on. nation. Lo lai lai, oh ba 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 do 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 do. And I think that your very first obligation should be pledging your service and loyalty to your country. The youth today is the adult of tomorrow, so discipline is what they must show. Don't throw your life down the drain, I beg you. Try and try and try again, and you're bound to get through. But you can't give up. No, 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 you can't. You just can't give up. For your country needs you now. So failure you must not allow. You got to hold on. You got to press on. You got to hang on. I say push on. Youths of the nation, I'm talking to the youths of the nation. Lai lai loy, oh ba 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 loy 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 loy. There are times when you might have to make sacrifices. Times you might find yourself facing a serious crisis. And life may not be looking so bright. If then you must show courage and fight. Turning to drugs is not the answer. You didn't study so hard to be a loser. No, you can't give up. No, 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 you can't. You just can't give up. Oh, your country needs you now. So failure you must not allow. Hold on, press on, hang on, push on. Youths of the nation, I'm talking to the youths of the nation. It's important that each of you make a contribution. Make a serious effort, young man, and you, the young woman. In your hand lies the future of your country. So don't only think about party. After all the time that you spend in college, you think it would be wise now to waste that knowledge. No, you can't give up. No, you can't give up. For your country needs you now. So failure you must not allow. Hold on, press on, hang on. I say push on. Youths of the nation, I'm talking to the youths of the nation. Lo lai lai, boom 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 boom. Make yourself a man, gain respect, have ambition. Stand firm, speak out loud, and make your demand. They say man never fails, he gives up trying. I hope the youths and them out there listening. Be proud of yourself and people will be proud of you. Let perseverance prevail in your trust to get through. What you can't give up. No, 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 you can't. You just can't give up. Oh, your country needs you now. So failure you must not allow. Hold on,
What is hidden from the wise and the prudent will be revealed unto the babes and sucklings. Trinidad and Tobago starting this Monday from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. This Monday. Join the most anticipated youth program on radio. Youths in Politics. Youth in Politics. This Monday, this new program will take you directly into the minds of youths of our nation as they say exactly what affects them and their suggestions and solutions. Get ready to hear the next generation of politicians, and it's all happening right here on the station that defends the nation. The Street 919 FM. This Monday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Youths in Politics. This Monday. Stay tuned. It's going to be big. Starting this Monday on the Street 919 FM.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm still here with you. Let me say good morning to all the people joining me on Facebook. And yes, I am live on Facebook. You can type in the Street 919 FM, the Street 919 FM, and you can send me your comments. You can tell me where you're looking at me from. All right, and I would acknowledge you. I'm getting messages, and let me say good morning again to all the people who are joining me. And some people are talking about the sound, and if you could just give me an idea of how it's sounding so that we can rectify it for you. All right, so talk to me and let me know what is the issue with the sound, and we'll try and rectify it for you. But thank you again for being with us here live on Facebook. Tell me where you're looking at me from. We're going to acknowledge you and tell you thanks for taking the time out to be with me on Facebook Live. All right, and you can spread the word around. You can also share it. You can tell someone about it. And all right, so you can do that, and we can do that, and we can see how best we can spread out the information. So it's already what 9:45. Well, I'm seeing 9:48 on the computers. So I think I'll go in with that. I think we need to change the battery in the clock. So
every time you fall, get up again.
You heard the ad?
Don't sit down there.
Yes.
Complain.
So I had meetings upon meetings, phone calls upon phone calls. And I want to say thank you to all the persons who would have called me. All the good calls, the bad calls, all the calls. Thanks very much.
We gotta keep on track.
Thanks to all the adults who were really concerned and showed genuine concern. I want to say thank you all very much for calling me. Those of you who would have reprimanded me, those of you who would have encouraged me, those of you who would have showed love to me and concern, I want to say thank you. I never knew I would strange enough, all the phone calls I was getting last night, I want to know how these people get my number, boy. I wanted to know about how these people got my number, where they got my number from. But then I remember we would have given it out from time to time on the air. But it's not that I'm upset that you all call, because I know you all are listening. I'm not upset at all. Don't get me wrong. I am really happy that you all called. It says that there are people who really love me and concern, and who would talk to me and not pull me down and try to, no one call and curse me out. Nobody called me and cursed me out. People really call with there were people who called with genuine concerns, and there were people who would tell me, Google, we understand what you're trying to do. So what we think that you need to regulate, and that's our meetings and and we have to regulate and put proper things in place. Put proper things in place to deal with it in a much better way. So we have some rules and regulations that we're going to. All right. We're going to put some rules and regulations in place to fix things better and for it to be better than what is expected. And put things properly. And again, I want to really reach out to some persons inbox me. Good morning, Pastor Google. Keep doing the good work. Love from Mova. There are people who sending me messages all now in my inbox. And and if you sending me messages right now on our Facebook page. So if people thinking that I'm lying because there's one person say you lie, but look, somebody right underneath your lie is saying to me, good morning, Pastor Google. You understand? And the people right underneath the statements that are there. So I want to really thank all the persons who would have messaged me, all the persons who genuinely call me, and people would say that they love you and that they are your friend and that that you are someone who they value me, they value my contribution, and I genuinely want to say to them, thanks. The people who you think are your radio parents. There are people who are like radio parents who would call you and reprimand you and talk to you like mature people and wouldn't slander you and try to destroy your character. And there are people who genuinely said to me, Google, I'm disappointed in how you handle that situation, but you know what? I love you and I know you could do better because I've listened to you throughout the years and you are a young man with great potential. And it really brought, some of them brought tears to my eyes with the comments and the calls. And again, I want to really thank them. And I really want to say to them, let's keep me in prayer. Keep encouraging me. And wherever you think that I can do better, you let me know. You understand? Let me know. And those are the people who I want in my life. I want the others too, I want the others too. Don't come out of my life. You see the ones who killing me? You stay right there. Because you are the ones that would sharpen me to realize that, you know what? Not everybody would love you. And not everybody would like what you do. And not everybody would be man enough or woman enough to come to your face and tell you, you know what? I love you, I really appreciate you, You're a good young man, But you know what? You fix this, fix that. And those are the people that you need in your life. You need some serious people like that. And one of those persons, I wouldn't call his name on air, but you're listening, and I want to tell you thanks. There's a lady who sent me a message. I messaged her back, and I want to tell her thanks very much. Mother Tunapuna, I could call your name because you listened to me, and you would have spoken to me. I want to tell you thanks very much. Right? To the haters, thanks. Thanks, eh? Kim Cole, thanks very much. And I wouldn't call the other media person who would have called me. I don't think he would want me to call his name. But there's also another media person who would have called me late last night, and he is a hell of a brother, man. Thanks a million, my brother. Going for the news at 10.
They talk.
You talk. Come talk with us. On the street.
919 FM.
Get interactive with the street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
It's time to unfollow 2G speeds. Switch to B-Mobile and enjoy always on 4G LTE. Get a free 30-day trial with 25 gigabyte data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Plus 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in store. Paying for 4G and getting 2G? Come test drive always on 4G LTE. Switch to B-Mobile and get a free 30-day trial with 25 gigabyte data, free WhatsApp, free talk, and more. Plus get 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in store.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring
I'm Charlene Hendrickson, 4 times National Calypso Queen of Trinidad and Tobago. And I am Lady Wonder, twice-time National Calypso Queen of Trinidad and Tobago. And guess what? On Friday, June 26th, we sisters will be on Iowa Stage live. Friday, June 26, 2020, 7 p.m. Tune in, Iowa Stage live. Not just one queen, but 2 queens. You get them twice. So hear what? Bring your snacks. Yes. Bring your pledge. Bring your money. Bring everything and come. You will be entertained again. Past guys, so present guys. So you might be lucky to get a touch of something fresh. On Iowa Stage, the boss, the reigning soca monarch international, Neil Iowa George. Iowa Stage, sisters, family.
streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Time. It waits for no one. Now is the time to transform our economy. Now is the time to get our nation back to work and create 50,000 sustainable jobs. This Thursday night, our economy is on the ballot live. The United National Congress virtual campaign live. This Thursday night, log on, tune in to the political leaders' plan to jumpstart the economy. This Thursday night, on the ballot live on this station, live, 7:30 p.m. Now is the time to create 50,000 sustainable jobs. Visit uncplan2020.com. Now is the time.
Join us as we prepare to get TNT working again.
This Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. The United National Congress virtual campaign live. Now is the time.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Church radio will never be the same again. Join the Church of the Firstborn Assembly with Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays and from 9 p.m. to midnight on Wednesdays right here on the street 919 FM. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. First Citizens Bank account number 795222. For more information, call 753-1113. Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Log on to the church's website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. We know the street, because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good morning. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 10 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM. In the headlines, the second victim in Sunday's road accident dies. Wrecker back in San Fernando from next Monday. Water disruptions in parts of southwest Trinidad, and internationally, New York imposes quarantine on 8 U.S. states. And now the news in detail. The second victim in Sunday's road accident has died. Christopher Figuera, whose wife died after being hit by a car on the Churchill Roosevelt Highway on Sunday, has also died from injuries he suffered in the same accident. He passed away on Wednesday morning at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. Figuera and his wife Nicole stopped off at the side of the highway in Twin City to collect soil for their garden. At the same time, a 22-year-old driver of a Nissan Primera lost control of his car and swerved off the road, hitting the couple. They suffered injuries to their legs and chests. Nicole died on the spot, and Christopher was taken to the hospital, where he remained in a serious condition until Wednesday, where he died. Drivers are being warned to brace for the return of the wrecker in San Fernando from next Monday. The city's wrecking service was suspended during the COVID-19 lockdown. However, Mayor Junior Reguero says the San Fernando City Corporation agreed to reintroduce the service. The mayor was quick to add that he is doing so reluctantly because he knows the difficult times people are facing. Reguero, however, stated that people have only themselves to blame, as they were taking advantage of the relaxation of the parking restrictions and creating congestion and inconvenience to others. The mayor also announced that on Friday morning, Port of Spain, Curep, and Chaguanas taxis would be allowed to return to Upper High Street and Harris Promenade. The taxis were recently moved to King's Wharf to reduce traffic congestion in the city center. But Reguero says he is giving a bly for one morning, Friday. He said this is to accommodate the sod turning of the San Fernando waterfront project tomorrow, as well as a military funeral for Acting Corporal Stephen Swanson, who died from a heart attack. The funeral will be held at the Revival Time Assembly Church on King's Wharf. In other news now, the Water and Sewerage Authority is advising customers in parts of southwest Trinidad served by the Chatham Water Treatment Plant that there will be an interruption in their pipe-borne water supply today until 3 p.m. WASA says this has become necessary due to planned works by the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission at their Point Fortin substation, which will affect the power supply to the Chatham Water Treatment Plant. Areas to be affected include Quarry Village, Rancho Comado, Waddle Village, Bennett Village, Chatham North, Santa Flora, Chatham South, Palo Seco, Boudram Trace, Sheila Lamorelle Gardens, Point Coco, Dickey Trace, Augustusville, Unity Road, Coromandel Road, Capdeville Tank, and Southern Main Road from Capdeville Junction to Point Coco Extension. WASA apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Finally, on the international scene, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut have asked people traveling from states where COVID-19 cases are rising to go into self-isolation for 14 days. Some southern and western states have been reporting record numbers of cases. The University of Washington predicts 180,000 U.S. deaths by October, or 146,000 if 95% of Americans wear masks. On Wednesday, the White House spokesman said the quarantine would not apply to President Trump, who has been in Arizona and is due in New Jersey at the weekend. The explanation for this is the President of the United States is not a civilian. And that's what's making news on the Street 919 FM at 10 o'clock as we go recapping the headlines. The second victim in Sunday's road accident dies. Wrecker back in San Fernando from next Monday. Water disruptions in parts of southwest Trinidad and internationally, New York imposes quarantine on 8 U.S. states. Stay tuned for a news update at 11 o'clock. My name is Vanessa Thomas. Good morning.
The official station that defends the nation.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the street 919 FM. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Okay, Trinidad and Tobago, so we have live on the phone line Miss Nicole Huggins, and she's going to take you until 11:49 or 11:49, 11:59. Hello?
And listening audience. My name is Nicole Huggins and I'm from Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins and Associates. So we have been on the air for a number of years now, and the purpose of us being on air, our sole purpose is to bring forth awareness to you, the audience. And why we need to bring forth awareness is because of the amount of lifestyle diseases that we have facing us on a daily basis. And today's topic, I want to talk about stroke. And I want to bring some awareness of which one of you might be prone to having a stroke as I speak. So there are a number of issues that we are faced with, health challenges. Some of you are faced with having aching joints and pain. Some of you are faced with kidney issues, high blood sugar, high blood pressure. Some of you might be even facing cancer at this point in time. But today we just want to talk about stroke and what can cause stroke and some of the ways that we can prevent a stroke from happening. And this is what we do at Health and Lifestyle. We talk about preventative measures. We don't want to continue being a reactive people. We only react when something happens. We never put ourselves in the position to prevent it from taking place. And so today, and as most of our days that we're on air, we talk about preventative measures. Let's be a preventative people. Let's take charge of ourselves. Let's take charge of our health, which is the most important asset we will ever have in this lifetime. And I'm not just talking from a physical angle. I'm also talking from a mental perspective and also from a spiritual perspective. And all three makes us the whole individual. So it makes us the whole individual. So without one, we are what we call imbalanced. You may just have two in your life, two aspects. You might be mentally and spiritually sound, but if it is that you're not physically sound and healthy, you're still in balance. Vice versa, any two you may have, and without the other, you are not balanced. So we want to bring back some balance in your life today. So we're going to discuss stroke and what can cause stroke. So let's look at smokers. You know, we have smokers out there, you know, different types of smoking. So we have the cigarette, we have the hemp smokers, we have the marijuana smokers. Now it all is about smoking and what damage or what health issue can one face while they're smoking. It can face a lot of health issues. And we're going to focus on the cardiovascular system. We're going to focus on the heart. We can talk about the lungs and other issues. We can talk about the kidneys. But we want to focus on the heart today because we were talking about stroke. Now, when you're smoking and you're a chronic smoker, you cause your organs to break down from a cellular level. Now, remember, your heart is the main organ that pumps blood throughout your entire body. And if it is that you are smoking, you can cause problems in your blood vessels. You can cause your blood vessels elasticity to actually break down, therefore having issues or problem with proper blood circulation. So we want to get that out of the way. So smokers, if it is that you're someone out there that is smoking, whether it be mild smoking or heavy smoking, I always say, if it is that you put a bucket under a pipe and it's dripping, it eventually the bucket is going to become full. I always say, if it is that someone is using poison and they're using pinch of that poison or sip of that poison, the end result is going to be the same. Just as someone who would drink a whole bottle of poison, the end result is going to be the same. You are going to succumb. So we are saying, whether you're a chronic smoker or whether you're a mild smoker or an occasional smoker, you need to pay attention that you may be putting yourself at health risk. You may be putting yourself in a position to have a stroke. Yeah? So I just want to put it out there. So all you smokers, you need to reconsider smoking. You need to pay close attention. I know that there are some different groups that we have in Trinidad and Tobago and worldwide use smoking as some sort of ritual. But I would say if it is that you have to do a smoke ritual, you do it in a manner in which that you're not going to cause harm to the physical body. Okay? And I know that a lot of you might be viewing me at this point in time, and I am saying that. Yeah, I talk about health from all aspects of your life. We want to talk about some of you who might be overweight. Yes, overweight, we can say overweight. Now, if it is that you're overweight, you are definitely in the lineup for having a stroke. So that's another symptom of someone who is overweight. You can endure a stroke. So we want to prevent it. So how are we going to cause someone who is overweight to actually lose the weight? Now, many people might say losing weight is very difficult. It is not. It is just a matter of changing your mindset. It's just a matter of changing the way you eat. And it can cause you to start losing weight immediately. It's about detoxifying. You get a proper detox. You can see and you can feel your body fat disappearing, right? So you need to get in this state in where you can be properly well advised, and you also need to make up your mind to take that advice and follow through so you can lose some of that weight that you might be having so that you will prevent yourself from having a stroke. Remember, we're talking about preventative measures. We're talking about who might be in the lineup for having a stroke. We're talking about some of the symptoms or some of the reasons why someone can have a stroke. So for those of you who are overweight, you need to call me. You need to call me. You need to pick up the phone and call me at 1-868-275-8359 and get on a program where you can start losing the weight so that you can bring back your body to a state of good health. Yeah, make that appointment. Get properly well evaluated, right? Now, there's another issue. I think I spoke about high blood sugar the last time, diabetic. So if it is that you are diabetic, for those of you out there, you are also in the lineup of having a stroke. Now, being diabetic, it can cause you to have a stroke. Why it can cause you? Because being diabetic also not just put a strain on your pancreas, and it also puts strain on other parts of your body, for instance, your cardiovascular system. So it definitely is going to cause harm to you. Yeah, so if you're if it is that you're high blood sugar, if it is that you're diabetic, diabetes, whatever word you use to describe your symptoms of having high blood sugar in your blood, excess sugar just lingering in your blood, it's breaking you down from a cellular level, and it is affecting your heart and your blood flow. It also affects your nervous system. Yeah, so you need to pay attention of that as well. So those of you who are diabetic, you also can have a stroke. So I want to advise you to take care of yourself. Make sure that your blood sugar is reading right. Make sure that you are eating the type of food that is corresponding, so that your body can break down that sugar so that you can have a normal blood sugar reading. It's not just about medication. It is not just about medication. Because, and as I talk about medication coming up, I want to also mention that also persons who are over-medicated can also be prone to having a stroke. So without any further ado, I want to introduce this gentleman to you, the public. And of course, he's not a stranger to you. He's not a stranger. And this is Mr. Leonard Prescott. He always reminds me, Prescott. This is Mr. Detox, known to you, the public. And I asked Mr. Detox to come on the program today because we are discussing a very important topic, and the topic that we're discussing today is stroke. So, Mr. Detox, you can introduce yourself, say hello to the viewing and listening audience. And remember, for those of you who are listening at this point in time, you can also check back the replay on my Facebook page. That's Nicole Huggins. You can check us out on my Facebook page. Okay, Mr. Detox?
Well, Nicole, thanks for introducing me. And as you said, my name is Leonard Prescott, and I am also known as Mr. Detox. And I had the opportunity of listening to her a while ago, and I think we were on the same page because I am, eager to share my information about the same subject matter. And I say that because nutrition was found within the last 15 years to be the only solution to health, right? So it means that we are being malnourished, and that malnourishment is where we are suffering from all these complications. One of the things I try to bring to your attention every single time I come on an opportunity like this is to share with the public that intake is our biggest problem. And we could draw comparisons to things like an automobile. Sometimes I make a foolish statement and say, if you put milk in a gas tank, what's going to happen? Milk is good, it doesn't make the car, right? So similarly, there are lots of things that we use, we buy, and sometimes when you talk to persons and you say, when you go to the supermarket, tell me some of the things you buy. They will talk about things like different types of teas, and they will talk about different types of foods like in packages. And then we ponder now, so if you're buying this all the time and it doesn't work for you, why you continue to buy it? And when we come here to share with you this information about doing some good stuff, some people so foolishly say, we've been doing this all our life. Yet still they have these complications. So it comes back now to say that when we try to substitute nutrition to medication, that's where we have the complication. Because nutrition is what the body works with, and medication or drugs is what is used to pacify symptoms. And in diabetes, for example, when you spoke about that, diabetes, I know many people who have had complications due to medication taken from things like diabetic medication. I don't know a single one, maybe insulin, but I'm not familiar with that. So when we look at the continuation of taking things that actually causes side effects, people have a tendency to say, well, that's normal because nothing works for everybody the same way, which is clear. But once we are sure of that every single human being needs food to survive, and food must carry nutrition.
Food must carry nutrition. You know, you mentioned something, Mr. Detox, and it brought me back to a client that I had just yesterday, that he was put on some medication by the doctor. And of course, you know, we do a lot of questioning to find out why someone will have certain issues. And what happened is that this gentleman was suffering with a belly pain. Of course, he went to the hospital and he got a couple of pills to take. And of course, he did exactly what the doctor ordered, which of course I would advise persons to follow your doctor's advice, because they should know what they're talking about. So what happened is that just before he came into our establishment, what he did, he took the medication. But on doing so, when I checked that gentleman's blood pressure, it was extremely, extremely low.
Wow.
Yeah? Extremely low. We are talking about 60 over, it was 63 over 41. Yeah? So when that gentleman, so I'm remembering the figures, when I saw a reading like that, of course, you know, it caused me to start to think one time, what can I do to actually send it back up and bring it balance? Of course, you know, we carry the pink Himalayan salt, and I just took some, and I advised him to put like a quarter teaspoon and let it dissolve in his mouth. And when it dissolves for about 30 seconds, I say, okay, now you can swallow it. I give him some water to drink. And I tested it in 15, 20 minutes after. While he's sitting there, okay, you take time. And, you know, we did the blood analysis, we did the iridology test, so we got some more information. And after doing so, the reading now, it went up to 101. And yes, it went up to 101 over 72. Over 72.
Back into normal range.
Yes. And you know, this is what we're saying. We have a question?
Question from Ms. Huggins. What can you do for people that already had a stroke?
Oh, what we do at our establishment, of course, we make some recommendations for some supplements for that person. We can also do our massage therapy on that individual to bring blood flow back to that area. Yeah, so we want to pump blood and go into the brain to nourish those brain cells. We want to get a nice smooth flow of blood through those blood vessels we have. So we work both ways. We supplementation and, of course, through massage therapy. Yes. And we find it to work very effective. Okay, so what we had, the question we had for the listening audience, there, someone just asked, what can we do for a person who already have a stroke? And of course, I mentioned what we use is supplementation and also massage therapy, where we target now the masseuse, Dr. Sarah Roberts, which works with me at this point in time. She's excellent, and she does massage on the head, and she brings back that flow. She also do acupuncture, and she does cupping as well. So she targets the entire body when there is an issue. So she focuses on different areas of the body, alignment, and you just name it. So we perform that type of therapy on person who have already had a stroke. So I hope that information was clear enough for the individual. And if it is that you have any more questions, you want to make an appointment, the numbers to call, a gentleman told me that I called the numbers too quickly. The numbers are 1-866-875-8359. 275-8359 or 288-1108. 288-1108. 1108. I am telling you, I had to take a deep breath to say that. Yes.
I wanted to
Yes.
check, and of course you have to mention what was mentioned a while ago. Now, if a person had a stroke, we must take one thing into consideration: an immediate change in intake. In other words, whatever that person was eating would have been causing them problems. And if they actually stop using those things, we can see some progress. There are things also, there are some herbs which we are very familiar with. I, myself, and Nicole are familiar with. And I've seen it work for people. I've seen a lady with a twisted jaw actually neutralize itself in a matter of about 2 weeks. Everybody is different. The environment is different, meaning that in a household where people actually cook and everybody eats from the same pot, sometimes the pot itself could be causing that particular problem. For example, when you use an aluminum pot, it actually causes debris or toxic aluminum into your food, which it could actually poison yourself and leave residue in the system, causing these complications. That's just one of the main things. So
one of many things.
Yes, I'm just saying that to highlight that whoever had a stroke should be having someone who could look into their intake. And of course, there are things that we have, and I know sometimes people are hesitant to talk about products because they're actually more about getting information on little people.
Hello, Miss Nicole?
There are some products we have, we look at zinc, which also helps to
Miss Huggins?
that flow. I've seen it happen.
It has.
Right.
It does. It
Right.
does. It does.
Really
That
do.
is zinc and magnesium.
Zinc and magnesium. And,
Miss Huggins,
there are
excuse?
some extracts that we do have. One of them is called Body Life. And I've seen where people have been transformed simply because there are many things in it. There are things like
Miss Huggins?
there are things like gold, and there are many other things that actually helps to boost circulation. There are actually fat limiters because we carry a lot of fat in the blood.
Miss Huggins?
Intake again. And because of that, also, I usually want to mention this every time, a microwave. Please, brothers and sisters, people listening out there, it is not healthy to microwave food. You actually make it worse for yourself. And everything you do that will kill cells usually causes what you call junk accumulation in your blood, which causes restriction.
Yes, and that is one of the next issue that one may have that can cause a stroke. That is restriction of blood flow, right? So one can have a stroke because of restriction or bleeding of blood vessels, right? So we're talking about restriction of blood flow and what can cause it. You know, Mr. Detox just mentioned about our cookware, what we use to cook our food with, and that is very, very, listen to me, that is a powerful thing that you just mentioned there. And I'm saying, when we do the next for detox, you can see the amount of black heavy metal that comes out in that water in the form of flakes, and just it brings the whole entire tub of water black. And that is because individuals, so I ask persons, what kind of food you cook? Do you use aluminum foil? Do you, where do you live? And all of these things can contribute to your poor health. So Mr. Detox just mentioned our cookware, the type of pot. So persons out there, if it is that you're cooking with aluminum pot, I would advise that you do some shopping. We do shopping for everything else, but this is important. Your cookware is very, very important. So change your cookware. It can save your life. So they can save you from having a stroke, actually. Yes? So take that advice and change your cookware. For those of you who are viewing and you might want to know where we are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road in Barataria, just opposite Eastern Credit Union, directly opposite, not obliquely opposite, number 73 Eastern Main Road in Barataria. You're going to see the 73 mark on the glass door in red, and also there's a large key, a sign in the shape of a key, yellow. It's also on the glass door, so you cannot miss it. So, of course, we work strictly by appointment, so you can call the numbers that I just gave to make an appointment. We also evaluate persons, because when the person asks about stroke, what do I do for stroke victim? Of course, you must be properly well evaluated. It doesn't matter what ailment you might be suffering with, and you come and say, well, Ms. Huggins, I have this and I want something for that. I would prefer to evaluate you myself, do the live blood analysis on you so I can know what I'm dealing with, because it depends on the clustering of your blood, how extent it is. That's how I'm able to treat you. It depends on how much parasite. It depends on how much uric acid in your blood, fibrinogen. I will be able to treat you because every individual is different. Also, we do the iridology test, the body analysis. We can see what's going on with your organs. Now, this information gives us the type of information telling you that you are compromised in these areas. Remember, we do not diagnose, but we can evaluate you and let you know, okay, your kidneys are compromised. Your heart is compromised, and your blood vessels are compromised. And this is the approach that we take. We evaluate you properly, then we make recommendation to suit, and of course a detox is always, I'm using your name, Mr. Detox. A detox is always recommended because you must clean a house before you bring in some brand new furniture, or else you'll just be looking to save.
I mean, just here because, you know, these pieces, we need to put them all together. All right, let's look at a simple demo or illustration, I should say. Let's look at a garbage can. And if you're thinking and you're listening, you should try to at least answer in your mind. A garbage can is empty. It has many uses. You can actually put a number of stuff in it. If it's half filled, you only have half usage. But if it's filled, there is no use. The similarity goes to show with our blood. If our blood is good and clean, we get maximum benefit. There is no hope for a stroke. But if we do accumulate garbage in our blood, we start having compromises. Garbage encourages two things. Junk accumulation breeds germs. Germs have a tendency to like places. Some germs love your joint. Some germs love your brain. Some just like to run around in the blood where they eat. And when they eat, they poop. When they poop now, they release these microtoxins in your system, which makes it even worse. Hence the reason for me being Mr. Detox. That's the reason for looking at how we take care of ourselves. One of the things I want to let most people know, because we are constantly compromised, believe it or not, we are compromised by our environment, we are compromised by our thoughts, we are compromised by the food wares we spoke about a while ago, and many other things. So if you are compromised, you will be looking at a program like this. And within compromisation, we need to look at the time span it takes to bring back that actual compromised body into a state where it's no longer compromised. So if it took you from the age of 15 to 65 having complications, don't expect one little protocol or some nutritional value to get you back on track. It takes normally between 9 to 18 months to get you on track, and that's with due diligence, meaning that your intake has to be reckoned with, and of course, proper supplementation, which Nicole and myself always try to have the best available to you people out there.
Yes, Mr. Detox, and you know, most of our supplement is liquefied, so it's easily absorbed because most persons would have complication with absorption. You would not have proper absorption. You know, you're not digesting your food properly. So, of course, we talk about having a compromised digestive system. It also affects your cardiovascular system, right? If it is that you have a poor digestive system, you are also compromising your cardiovascular system. And when I say cardiovascular system, I'm talking about your heart. I'm talking about the blood vessels. I'm talking about your blood. We talk about fatty residue in your blood, right? How are you going to get that out of your blood that's causing the blood cells to stick and clump together? And some of you, Mr. Detox just gave a clear picture as to what may be taking place with you internally. Some of you might be feeling nauseous, you're feeling sick, you're feeling bloated, you're feeling dizzy, and some of you run and you take a blood pressure pill, and it has nothing to do with your blood pressure. It has nothing to do with your blood pressure. It has everything to do with what's taking place in you from a cellular level. And we need to address your situation from a cellular level.
What about a situation where somebody has sick blood and then they are advised to use aspirin? That's what we were talking about, cause and effect. What happens is when we take medication, now an aspirin does help to help people, right? So let's go with that. But when you use aspirin regularly, what happens is that you damage the walls of your intestinal tract and stomach. And once you do that, you actually compromise because that's a delicate system that actually has to move around food, break it up, and start absorbing. And if those areas are damaged, it's like you're having some sort of air valve, or let's say you have a needle with some sort of stuff locked up in it where you're trying to push the actual nutrition out, or whatever it is out, it's not coming out. So those areas are blocked, and once they are blocked, we have a restriction of absorption. That's where we run into complications, because once you don't get that nutrition, you don't get energy, the immune system is what you call compromise, and in compromisation, what we have is germs growing, creating the symptom we call it.
Yeah, germs causing the heart to not be able to pump properly.
That's right.
So another thing that can cause someone to have a stroke is irregular heartbeat, and some of you can hear your heart beating irregular. Sometimes it's missing a beat, sometimes it's beating fast, 1 minute, sometimes it's beating sluggish, slow. So those of you who are having irregular heartbeat, you're also prone for a stroke. So you need to pay attention for that. We are into preventative measures. I say take charge of your health today. The information that you're getting today, make sure you make good use of it, because it's important. It's going to save your life. It can save the life of a loved one, because most of the time what we need to look at too, Mr. Detox, and in the past I talk a lot about, and I mentioned, listen to me, we can't talk about hand-me-down, we can't talk about inheritance, but Mr. Detox, as we continue to grow and develop as individuals, we understand that this thing is so deep, the lack of health is so deep, and if we do not get to the depths of it, that is causing and creating this whole body to break down from a cellular level, what happens is that we're going to lose the fight. We're going to lose the battle on health, right? To poor health.
And you injected me all this time, and I hope I don't overflow too much information. But when I look at the index on a global scale with life of births and death, we're having more deaths than actual births right now. And the reason for that is because we are constantly being compromised. I don't want to go back there with that long subject matter. But what we're saying is that from an individual point of view, it is important for you, I'm scared of my face here, I want you to get the point. It's important that we look in to what we take in. Look in to what we take in. And the reason for that is because when you are in a compromised position, if I am in a compromised position, I know what it's like to be compromised. I know what it's like to be like not having that ability to jump on a bicycle, not being able to walk up my stairway, not being able to at least sometimes get to the kitchen and stand up for 10 to 15 minutes to do something. And when another person is in that position, they know how serious that is. So what we're trying to do is to get you not to get there. And if you're there, we're trying to get you out of there. So please have all your bulbs or receptors out right now and listen attentively. Give us a call, because Nicole has some experience. And with that, I would definitely give her the opportunity to do something for you guys. I've seen people with swollen feet that are black. And maybe I was just lucky to pop in that day. Saw the activity never come back, but coincidentally, maybe a month later or so, I'm here and I met the same person. And they say, hey, Mr. Detox, how are you? When you look at their feet, they say, and you see what's happening here, I'm improving. But those persons are the ones that stick to programs. So if you don't stick to your program, you don't get the benefit of that health that you need. And remember, life is momentary. Every moment we enjoy, and we only live by moments. You can't live the minute that's past, you can't live the minute that's coming. You have to live the minute that's present. So to get that good feeling, we advise time and time again, be aware of your situation. Give us a call. Let's see how we can work with you, because we are one of those groups who are actually sharing information to help you and not to exploit you.
Okay, so you just mentioned that feet. I'm going to run on that again. So persons who are having very dark feet, also, you're also prone to having a stroke, because we're talking about poor blood circulation. Okay? So once you have poor blood circulation, you're hypertensive, you are prone also for a stroke. So you need to give us that number now. You need to give us a call now. I'm going to give you the numbers again. 1-868-275-8359 or 288-1108. Give us a call now and make that appointment to get your ionic foot detox done. That is so amazing, Mr. Detox. When you see someone can come in with swollen feet like this and leave with their feet looking normal, right? I remember I had another host who used to help with the program, that Temple Judy, when she used to say, Nicole, you're saying this thing lightly. You know that you work magic on people's foot. You know that you allow persons to come in limping and they leave walking, hopping and jumping, and it works. So what it is, I'm advising for those of you today, you're having darkness in your feet. It is poor blood circulation. Some of you are diabetic. You might get an ulcer in that area. It is going to be very difficult to bring you back. Do not wait until that time reaches. Now, people always echo that it's very expensive to be healthy, but it is expensive to be sick. When you're sick, you have to put out a lot, not just finance, but you have to put yourself in a mental state of mind. You have to bring yourself to establishment physically, so it takes a lot out of you. So that's why we talk about preventative measures. If you're suffering with high blood sugar, my advice to you is to pick yourself up, call that phone now and make an appointment. Let's get rid of that high blood sugar. Let's get rid of that issue now, and we can do it. I have seen it time and time and time again. People came off the doctor's medication, Mr. Detox, and they're having tremendous results. And remember, when you're diabetic, not just that you're going to have darkened feet and cardiovascular problem, putting yourself in prone for the stroke, you also have kidney disease. Yeah, you also have nerve damage. That's why some of you have a lot of pain under the sole of the feet. You have pain emanated all over your body because of that. You have also deteriorate your joints, your bones. So it's not just that I have high blood sugar, not just my sugar, not just that I'm diabetic. There's a lot of associated disease that accompanies someone who is diabetic, and we want you to get it. Take charge today. Let us improve your blood circulation. Let us improve your life in totality. Call and make that appointment today. Call and make that appointment today. Do not be shy. Do not sit down and procrastinate. I had the gentleman keep saying, he said, Lorna, write down this number, and I have to come, and I have to come, and I have to come, and I have to come. And he keeps saying it and keeps saying it. By the time you keep echoing those words, you know how much breakdown your body went through from the moment you start breaking down those words. So my advice to you, do not wait until it's too late. Do not wait until the problem becomes very chronic, because it's going to take a lot from us, and I'm saying us, because I work with you hand in hand. I work together with you to bring you back to that state of good health. So my advice, call and make that appointment. We always have some giveaway. We always have some discounted price going on at Health and Web Lifestyle. We also want to introduce to you, the public who have not yet come on down to get that acupuncture done, to release certain toxins in certain areas of your body, to get that cupping done. And some of you will know what I'm talking about when I say cupping, because this was used by the old folks in the community. They would have done a lot of cupping that will bring back up certain areas of your body, that will pull and take parts back together. So cupping, and that is going to be done by Dr. Sarah Roberts, right? She's the one going to be doing that. Of course, I am always here, and I will be here to continue to advise you. You're not going to be coming out of my hands completely. We're going to work together with Dr. Sarah Roberts to bring you back to a state of good health. Now, I'm not going to advise certain things for people if it's not necessary. As much as I make money in this business, it's not a money-making business to cause persons to spend unnecessary money. And all of you out there, you can attest to that. You can back me up when I'm saying this. Yeah? So my main purpose is to see a healthier country, to see a healthier you. Because I myself was prone to certain lifestyle disease. And because of those lifestyle changes, I'm here to share with you today. So my plea, pick up the phone and call, make that appointment now. Get your live blood analysis done. Let's see the condition of your heart. Let's prevent you from having a stroke. Let's prevent you from having a stroke. Now, there are two types of stroke, you know. What we call a mild stroke or severe stroke. I'm just going to break it down like that, Mr. Detox. I'm not going to use the medical terms, but I'm going to say a mild stroke or a severe stroke. A severe stroke is where you can have some brain cells dying out due to the activity that took place because of that restriction of blood flow going to the brain, the lack of nutrients and oxygen going to the brain. It causes certain blood cells to die out, your brain blood cells to die out, where you lose mobility of your hands and your feet. Right? It could be either side.
So you only have
Yes, and you want to jump in. And then there is the mild stroke. When it can happen, as you're sitting here, you could have a stroke and you can bounce back. Right? I have seen a patient, a client actually, had several strokes back to back. And, you know, I was in this phase where I was working in this nursing home. And, the other nurses, they were not aware. And because of my quick response, we were able to save that individual, right? I was able to call the head nurse and deal with the situation immediately, take the individual, put them to lie down properly, because that person was having that stroke while they were eating.
Wow.
Right? And these things happen. And because of that experience and my quick response, I was able to save that individual life. Of course, she passed on, but it definitely was not because of the stroke that she had. Right? So go ahead, Mr. Detox. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know I have to ask
I have the privilege.
Dr. Google to let me know how much time I have, because I don't want to go over. All right? Okay.
I
go ahead.
had the privilege of listening to a doctor. And there was a patient who came to the hospital in an emergency. And in that emergency, it was a heart attack. So he had asked the assistant to get him some of that person's blood. So the assistant was actually rushing to get home and apparently forgot. So the doctor had to come and do himself. So when he took the blood, he left it and he was to go back and check it out. When he came back, he didn't see blood. He saw layers of fats and other things, and he saw a very small portion of blood. So while it was running, it appears to be red and blood. That's because of our naked eye. But when he left it to settle, there was a series of different things that were taking their position. And sometimes when you add oil to water, you see different layers. That's what he saw. So when we take all this accumulation in, because he had two massive beef burgers, and that is something that is unhealthy, two massive beef burgers, and you've already been compromised. In other words, some people can even walk fast, their bellies are reaching way beyond their knees if they bend it this way, and yet still they're eating this type of food. And I want to get to this point because I think this is truly important. People, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, all who are listening, it's an addiction. And we need to get to it. Because I've sit with people who have been trying to lose weight, and then they are constantly having this problem. Gosh, I just feel to eat this, and I've been eating it all the time, but yet still I'm saying to you at this point in time, that person, of course, I'm saying, hey, but you're trying to get something done. Why aren't you making a move? I just can't help myself. So we have about 80% of the public out there who start something and don't finish it. The reason why we're saying this again in different ways is because we want to get you to understand. If you do have a problem, you need to address it. And addressing it doesn't mean you go and get an injection or you just take some tablets for 6 weeks. It means that you have to get your body back into normal working mode where you give the appropriate organs or cells, because cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs, and organs comprise the make your body. And all organs work in harmony to make this body work well. So if you're not taking care of your body from a nutritional point of view, then you might as well give up, eat as much as you want, all the junk you need to do and all the negative things, and need to make as soon as you want to.
Yes, Mr. Detox, and again, that advice is watch what you are eating, because what you're putting in your mouth can either cause you to have a stroke, or it can cause you to clean your blood to have a healthy life. So make better choices of what you put in your mouth. And Mr. Detox, you know, I have done have done the detoxification on individuals. That I'm talking about those who were consistent on the program, and I have seen even the urges for these unhealthy food has actually disappeared from these individuals, and they are now living normal lives. From time to time, they would supplement. They would get their supplements. Well, we would, and you know, these people are the people who get results. I'm talking about real results. I'm not talking about temporary relief. I know that I carry excellent supplements here, and I've tried my business and my best to get the best for you to consume, to use as a daily supplement, to use as food, as nourishment for your body. So I know in a matter of a couple of days, you're going to start to feel spot. You're going to start to feel better. Your energy level is going to go up. But it does not take a 2 weeks program or a 1 month program to get you to where you need to be. So I'm asking for those of you who are already on supplementation, who are already supplementing, who have already started to make those lifestyle changes to continue. I'm urging you to continue on that course, and you're going to continue to get benefit, healthy benefit. You're going to continue to get benefit in the aspect where your cells now giving the body that ability to repair from a cellular level. So we're going to take any questions. If anybody have any questions, you can post questions. You can direct it to Mr. Detox or myself. I also want to open up the lines. So if possible, we could give the numbers to open up the lines. We will take in any calls and answer any questions to the best of our ability. So, Pastor Google, could you give those numbers, please?
Hi, Miss Huggins.
Hello? Pastor Google?
Yes, Miss Huggins.
Okay, so could you give the numbers, please, so that persons can call in?
All right, so the numbers are 466-5391, 466-5391. And 771-1791. And if you could get your guests to speak up a little more, I don't know if you can talk a little louder so that we can hear him.
Pastor Google, you give the numbers already. Your song is very low. I can hardly hear you.
Yes, I gave the numbers just now, Miss Huggins.
Okay, thank you very much. So for those of you who wish to ask any question, you can call in live. I know I have a lot of telephone shy persons.
We have a caller. We have a caller on the line.
Welcome, caller.
Go ahead, please, caller. Yes. I am calling to find out concerning, I heard you speaking about like a injured back. Right? And the cupping, what happened? I tried lifting something and it was too heavy, and I damaged my back. So I heard you speaking about cupping. I don't know if that is what would help, right? And if so, what is the procedure? How can I
So make a call, please. We beg you to make that call so we could arrange for you to come in and we could do an assessment so we could actually push you in the direction that you need to get help because you need help. And based on what you're saying, it seems to be very painful. So we're trying to give the other callers an opportunity, but so we ask you to stay in tune for the number. If you didn't get it, please give us a call because we want to get you out of that pain mode.
So that is the first procedure, okay? Thank you for calling. So give us a call and make that appointment so you can be evaluated, and we'll take it from there. Thank you for calling. Okay, for the Facebook fans, that gentleman had a damage. He lifted something and he's in a lot of pain, and he asked about the cupping, if it's going to help him. But first I would need to evaluate him because I have the eyes that I can look at an individual and see when the alignment is off. Right? So I can immediately say, okay, you need X, Y, Z. But there are other evaluations that we do as well, not just from my eyes, looking at you. So we need to do a proper evaluation, and when we get it done, we'll be able to know which direction to take, if it's massages, if it's acupuncture, or if it's cupping.
Well, quickly, what happens is if a child falls, it is hardly likely that they will have an injury to that magnification, or they will lift up something. It might be for a day or two, but usually they get out of it because those organs are still small or young, and fresh, and they have all the vibrancy. But as we age, and that's because we don't take enough nutrition, sometimes we get the slightest little slip or little movement, and then boop, something goes out of place. Why? Because those cells are not being fed properly. So it all boils back to the same thing. We need to do an assessment. We need to look at the condition of your blood, and that will give us an idea how probably weak your bones are, or how bad your cartilage is. And those are the things we want to do to assess, and it's all non-invasive. That's very, very important.
Yes. And also, you talk about that. We can talk about your muscles. And, we need muscles for repairing to take place.
Hold the bone and
yes, so if it is that you have a damage there, you also need to take care of it. Yes, so thank you for that call, caller. If we have any more calls, we will take it now. If you have any questions on our Facebook page, we will also take it now. So you can keep the question coming in. You can keep the calls coming in. We are here for you, and we want to give you the best answer because you might have some issues that you want to ask about. You want to find out. I wonder if I should come down.
Ms. Huggins?
Yes, Pastor Google.
All right, so you just have about a minute again.
Okay, thank you for that information. So, Mr. Detox, you have 30 seconds.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, all you out there listening, it's important that we have the appropriate nutrients going through your body on a regular basis to keep your body working normal. We have some great things we could actually introduce to you, and I hope you give us a call so that we can do something for you.
Yes, Mr. Detox, remember the numbers are 1-868-275-8359 or 288-1108. So call us to make your